welcome back to the channel. Going to be continuing on with the body kit for the MX-5 here. In the last video we did the front lip, we got that all bolted up, we just need to get it painted now. But for now I'll be working on the side skirts. So these are some replica side skirts from, I guess, I'm not sure actually where I got them, but they are, I think, either replicas from the OEM Mazda side skirts you can get, or Mazda Speed. They come with these mounting tabs. They didn't come with any instructions, but I did find some instructions online, but it's meant to come with some sheet of paper that tells you the measurements of where to do the cutting on the sills. We don't have that, so I'm just gonna have to guess where this goes. So this here mount, I'm pretty sure, goes onto the sill, and then it's got a little, this here side skirt has a little lip on the inside here, and this, it just sits in on this piece here just to support it. And then obviously this needs to be a bit of repair, so it's they're not perfect. This here's got a bit of a dent, so I can fix that up, but main thing is getting the fitment right. So I'm just going to go ahead, try get these mounted up and see where we go from there. Got the first part bolted up and it's on there. I'll probably put some double-sided tape on the inside here just so it's completely stuck in there. Might not even need to, but there is a bit of a gap there, but we can fill that in whenever we're going to go to paint it. So we got it bolted in from the front with one bolt here, and we got a riv nut on the inside, and then down below it's just got one nut there. At the minute I'll probably put a washer and stuff on there, but for now it's going to be sitting like that. It's sitting in the, I'm going to now try and get the main part on first, get it in the right position. I've got it marked here, see the black dots, where I am going to drill into the sill, which is then I'm gonna put riv nuts on, so then we can bolt it in. What I'm doing right now, I've just drilled out the hole. So I've started with the two at the rear. So I've got the rib nuts in as well. So first I drilled the hole, the right size for the rib nut, and then I put some primer on there. You don't want to leave it bare metal, it will just start rusting and it won't last very long. So we got some primer on there, and then I've also put in some sealant around the rib nut. I'm just dipping the rib nut into the sealant. It gets a good seal, and no water will be just sitting in. So I'm just going to go ahead, put the other rib nut in, and then test fit it and see how it goes. So we got those bolts all bolted up. It seems to be fitting pretty good. There's a little gap here, but that's only because this panel isn't fully in. So once I push it in to fully, there's no real gap. So we can just use double-sided tape on the top of here, rather than drilling out more holes than we need to. And I'd rather drill out the sill less. So all we have to do is get that bolted up where it's supposed to, and then we'll just double-sided tape this part, and then everything else is all nice and tight to the panel, and then we just need to fix that piece. And for the final bolt that's going to need to be done, there was no real wet place to bolt in the back here. I'm going to do what I did in the last video with the front lip. I'm just going to get a bolt through here and drill it on through the other side, because we can get a nut on this side, and then we'll have this part hidden, have the nut hidden on the inside, fiberglass over it, and then we can just screw it on nice and easy. Then that will be pretty much this side all done. I forget where I left off, but side skirts are all mounted up from the underside. They're all got rib nuts from the bottom, as long with this one's on pretty good. We'll just put some double-sided tape at the top here, just so it's fully sealed from the top. Same for this. This part here is probably gonna stick out a good bit, so I'll probably heat this up and bend it in, so whenever the bottom is mounted, it doesn't pull away from here. I'll just put some heat to it and try and bend it as much as I can, so it's a bit closer to the panel. But the rest is fine all along here, and then I've drilled a hole for where the bolt's gonna go in through the panel. So I'm gonna go ahead, take both sides off, and fiberglass in a bolt in here, just like I did in the last video. So I got the side skirts on both sides, as with the new hidden bolt there, just to hold it tight. They are fitting pretty much perfect, except for just here, which is going to be fine once we get it fully bolted up, and then the double-sided tape up here, that'll just push it and then it'll stick like that. Got it all fitted on this side as well with a bolt, and this side's probably a bit better, so it's fully tight. So the mounting points here, we got one up here, and then we got 4 bolts underneath. They're not all on at the minute. That's how they're bolted. And on the smaller piece, we got a bolt here, and then another one down here, and that's all solid. It's not going anywhere. These are pretty much ready to be primered, so I'm just gonna go ahead, take them off, get them sanded down, completely smooth down all the way up to a 600 grit sandpaper, and then we can move on to getting them primered up. And as well, I'll get the front lip primered as well, so I'm gonna sand that down too, and then we can do them both at the same time. So I just got the panels all pretty primered up. There's the orange peel and stuff, doesn't really matter because I put it on thick. And then I'm gonna, once it's dry, I'm gonna then sand it down, so get rid of all to get it nice and smooth. And then we can put the base coat on, which I'm gonna be in the front lip black, and then the side skirts are gonna be the matching splash green. So that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna let this dry. I won't be painting it in this video. I'll be doing that in either the next one or the video after that. I want to spray the colour all together along with the ducktail, and I haven't started the ducktail yet, so I'm gonna just let this primer dry, and then I'll come back to these parts once I get the ducktail finished. So I'll be doing the ducktail most likely in the next video, and that's about it for this video. It does take quite a bit of work to get all these replica fiberglass parts to look good and fit correctly, along with getting the rib nuts and the hidden bolts into the fiberglass as well. Takes a long time as well. But yeah, that's about it for this video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.